Well, hey there everybody, welcome back. Hopefully this video finds you well. Today we're kind of going a little old school with just a coffee video. We used to do these fairly regularly on Mondays, but I figured we'd, obviously video format switched up quite a bit. But I did have two coffees here that I recently purchased that I felt would be a good fit for our video. So I guess we'll start on the right here. Now this first one I found in an international market. The original Cleveland Coffee Company, Jose, a medium roast blend. Notes of cocoa with hints of citrus and nuts. Now, Jose Ramirez plays for the now Cleveland Guardians, formerly Cleveland Indians. And, he's pretty good. He's a pretty good player. He's pretty good. I haven't really followed baseball as much as I used to. Used to love baseball a lot. I still do, but it's kind of hard for me to get into it, especially with Cleveland, because they just blah 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 blah. You don't want to hear that. This isn't a sports channel. But anyway, so this was created with Jose Ramirez, and my God, what was it? 2016, where the Indians at the time went to the World Series. And I remember that year. If it was it 2016 or 17? It doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure it was 16, but I remember that year vividly because I knew all the players. We made like a 22-game run at the end of the season that got us in the playoffs. Went down to the Cubs, unfortunately. Last time the Indians, or now Guardians, had won a World Series was 1948. Cubs were way older than that. Really wanted to pull it out there. Unfortunately, it didn't really happen. I did say we weren't doing sports talk, but there we go. But excuse me. During that, we got the Jose chant, Jose, and he's had a couple of down years, but he's had some really really good years as well. Big contract guy, so pretty cool to see them make a Jose coffee. I think it's pretty darn cool. So they do have some prep instructions. This is a whole bean coffee, which is nice. So I ground that up and made a fresh pot just in French press. Let's go ahead and try it out. No cream, no sugar, as per the norm. Smells fairly average. Okay. Taste isn't bad. Reasonably smooth, definitely kind of that medium roast, classic medium roast. Almost getting into a darker roast though. There is a bit of bitterness in there. Not anything crazy, but just a bit of bitterness. Not really, well, you know what? On the back end, as it sort of sits in your mouth, you do get a bit of that hint of cocoa. It is fairly nutty. I don't know about the citrus notes that they describe. But yeah, that's something that I would expect to be in like a, I don't know, I would say like a reasonably well-known diner that isn't just using like Maxwell or Folgers. It's good. Wouldn't probably be my specific coffee. Yeah, there's a little bit of a taste in there that, again, I think it's straying into that sort of darker roast, even though it says it's a medium. I think it's gone a little bit longer than that, but at any rate, it is decent. Everyday drinker kind of coffee, nothing crazy special, flavoring wise, but it is a reasonably solid coffee, albeit a bit bitter. So not bad. Now, in March, I'll be heading down to New Orleans for a little bit, and one of the places that I know we're gonna stop is the Café du Monde. We already have that kind of established with the group I'm going with. And I saw this and I said, is that like the same coffee? And I guess it is. So Café du Monde, original French market coffee stand, coffee and chicory. And New Orleans, Louisiana. And I know this is kind of like dumb, but I kind of, in the metal can, and you had to use like a can opener to open it. Interesting smell to it, probably a little bit more of the chicory, very dark. Pre-ground coffee. They do have the recipe here, so in a drip coffee pot or percolator, use one heaping tablespoon for each cup of boiling water. Freshly brewed coffee, equal amounts of hot homogenized milk or to suit taste. So they are recommending milk, which I did not use in this. Obviously, we're just going to do it black, but I suppose for this specific thing, they are saying to add the milk. So I actually don't have any milk, but I might add some creamer after this just to kind of at least get it somewhat close, albeit not exact. Let's go ahead and try this out though. Smell is not altogether all that pleasant, if I'm being honest. Taste is interesting. You know what? It's not bad. It definitely does have like a ground coffee element and almost a little bit of a metallic element in there as well. I'm not mad at that. Oh, hey, what? Look at this. I do have milk. Never mind. I'm just right next to the fridge, so I'm going to grab some milk here. Now, obviously, I'm just using, just the standard little bit of 1% that we keep in the house. So, again, not exactly right, according to the Café du Monde recipe there. But we'll add a little bit of milky milk here. And, I don't know, we'll try it there. But the taste black is, I don't know, underwhelming. A little underwhelming. Try with a little milky milk. Yeah, I don't know if that does anything. Just saying. Yeah, just a bitterness quality in there that it does kind of linger on the tongue a little bit. If I had to choose out of the two, I'm definitely going with the Jose over the Café du Monde. I assume when I get down there, it'll be way different. But yeah, the base coffee, little medley. But this is kind of like, and I don't want to be disrespectful, but this tastes a lot of like what I would think of like a pre-ground Folgers or Maxwell House coming out of a can. So not very impressed, unfortunately. But I assume once I get down to New Orleans, it'll be a lot better. So there we go. Little coffee taste test. If any of you guys have tried either one of these, or if any of you have some New Orleans stories or Café du Monde stories, feel free to drop those in the comments. Love hearing from you. If you have suggestions for future videos, drop them down there as well. If you have anything that you'd like to see reviewed on the channel and want to send it in, the P.O. box is in the description, as well as the Patreon link if you want to support the channel. You don't have to, but it's there. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.